Welcome to our Habit Tracker Google Sheets instruction video. If you have not purchased the sheet, you can find the purchase link in the description below. The Habit Tracker comes with 3 main sheets and 12 monthly sheets for tracking habits over a year. First, we have the Start sheet, where you will find detailed instructions on how to use the sheet effectively. Next, we have the Customize sheet, where you can enter all your daily, weekly, and monthly habits to track. Then, we have the Dashboard sheet to monitor your progress each month. Finally, we have 12 monthly sheets to track all your habits on a monthly basis. It is a good practice to duplicate the Google Sheet before you begin working on it. This way, you'll have a backup in case anything goes wrong or if you want to start fresh later. To create a copy of the Google Sheet, first, click on the File menu. Then, choose the Make a Copy option from the drop-down menu. A dialog box will appear. Enter a name and click the Make a Copy button. This will create a duplicate of the template with the name you provided. Let's see each sheet in detail. The Start sheet contains instructions to follow while using the sheet, details about each sheet, and recommendations. This template is designed to be used for 12 months. We need to set the starting date before using the template. To set the starting date, go to cell C5 and double-click. A calendar control will open, and you can select a date from the calendar. At the top of the sheet, there is a section to navigate the monthly sheets quickly. The section contains 12 links, each linked to a monthly sheet. Based on the starting date selected, the month names are updated automatically. To navigate to a month quickly, just click on one of the boxes and click again on the link displayed. This will bring you to the monthly sheet you selected. For example, if you want to navigate to the August monthly sheet, click on the August box and then click on the link. This will bring you to the August monthly sheet. Moving on to the Customize sheet. In the Customize sheet, you can define your daily, weekly, and monthly habits. The habits defined in this sheet are automatically populated in the monthly sheets. To define a daily habit, go to the Daily Habits section of the sheet and double-click on an empty cell. Enter your habit here. You can define up to 30 daily habits in the sheet. For demo purposes, I have copied a few daily habits. Similarly, you can define weekly and monthly habits. For demo purposes, I have copied a few habits in both the weekly and monthly habit sections of the sheet. Moving on to the monthly sheets. Each month sheet is named as Month 1, Month 2, and so on. You can rename each monthly sheet based on the date you selected on the Start sheet. For example, if January is the first month on the Start sheet, you can rename the first monthly sheet as January. The next sheet can be renamed as February, and so on. To rename a sheet, click right mouse button on the sheet, then select Rename from the options. Let me rename the first monthly sheet as January. Each monthly sheet is divided into 4 sections. At the top of the sheet, there's a simple dashboard. Below that, there's a section for tracking daily habits. Then, there's a section for tracking weekly habits, and finally, there's a section for tracking monthly habits. In the Daily Habits section, the habits defined in the Customize sheet are automatically copied into the Daily Habits column. If you want to add a new habit for a month, you can go to the bottom of the section and add it there. After that, there's a column where you can set goals for each habit. You can decide how many days you want to complete a habit. For example, if you want to exercise 5 days a week, you can set the goal as 20 days. By default, the goal is set based on the number of days in the chosen month. Then, there are sections to track your habits. For each habit, there's a checkbox for each day. When you complete a habit, you can click on the checkbox for that day. For demo purposes, let me make entries randomly. On the right side of this section, you'll see how well each habit is doing compared to its goal. Now, let's talk about the weekly habits section. The habits you put in the Customize sheet will show up here automatically. For each habit, there are check boxes for every week. When you finish a habit, just click the checkbox next to it to show it's done. At the bottom of the sheet, there's a part for tracking monthly habits. The habits you set up in Customize are also shown here. Again, there are check boxes for each habit. When you finish a habit for the month, click the checkbox next to it. Finally, let's check out the dashboard part. At the top, there's a line graph that shows how your habits are going each day. This graph helps you see quickly how you're doing throughout the month. Next, there's a pie chart that shows what percentage of habits you've finished. Below that, there's a bar chart that shows how many habits you complete each day. Below that chart, we have details of the total number of habits and the total number of completed habits on a daily basis. On the right side, there's a list of your top completed habits. All 12 sheets have the same structure and functionalities. Let's move on to the dashboard sheet. At the top, there's a line graph that shows your performance throughout the year. Below that, there's another line graph that displays your monthly performance for a habit. You can choose a habit from the drop-down, and the graph will update automatically. For example, you choose wake up early from the drop-down and the line graph is updated to show how the habit is performed throughout the year. Next, there's a table that gives a month-by-month report for each habit. You can select a month from the drop-down, and the table will update to show the details for that month. For example, if you choose February, the table will show the details for each habit in February. On the left side of the dashboard, you can see the top 10 habits, and below that, there's a section for the least 10 habits. We hope this video helps you make the most of the sheet. Thank you for watching the video.